Hey, welcome to Family Honesty Workshop. We're going to get you started right now. You will lead your people into a better and safer life. And here's your startup homework. Since you're watching this video, get your little journal book out and just between you and me, get started. Because this is all about us learning how to share who we are. It's literally heart sharing. And you can get really quick with it so that you're checking in and making sure that you're taking care of and carrying one another's troubles or weaknesses. But more importantly, you're picking one another up and you're carrying one another towards your dreams. Okay, three things, list of three things. Dreams, joys, troubles. Dreams, joys, troubles. All right, here we go. Get some paper. Get your journal book. If you have a journal book, it's time to use it. Or shut this video down, get yourself a brand new journal book, because you are going, if you have some interest in this, it's really easy to do. It's like, I'm nobody special, and this is not rocket science. This is just putting a few ideas that work on the table. And just as a reminder, this is all because I have been loving on people in rehab centers for a long time, and I literally have compassionately created the stuff that prevents the relapse. It's just about taking little times of opening up. Okay, so you're the one. Get ready to write. What's first? What did I say? Dreams is first. Okay, ready? Dreams. All right, you're going to write down your dreams. You're going to write down your visions. You're going to write down your goals. You're going to write down, I always wanted to ride horses and work with crippled kids. You're going to write down, this is how I would like to make the world a better place. Your vision, like, you know what you're good at. You know your skills, you know your inspirations, or even you know something you would like to learn how to do. Write that down. Your dreams. Your pie in the sky, impossible dreams. Like, I always wanted to go to Thailand, which is not quite as important, but you know what? If somebody bumps into a way to get you to Thailand, I bet they'll take you there. You know what I'm saying? But if they don't know what's in your heart, see? It's all about sharing the heart so that we can be family. Your objectives, your plans, your most important projects. Dreams, visions, goals, projects, plans, objectives, hopes, visions, and how you personally would love to be involved in the business of changing the world for the better. Okay? Write a list down. Put little titles for you. Horse project. Whatever. Motorcycle restoration project. Anything. Whatever. Make the list of you. You're writing down you. And this is going to help the people that come near you follow your example really quickly. Dreams. Joys. Whoa. Your special strengths. What are your crafts in the tribe? What are you known for? What are you good at? Write those things down. Your positive experiences. Did you get to do something that was like really neat and amazing and extraordinary? Cool. Mention that. Your best teachers and trainers. Did somebody show up in your life and show you how to do something really cool that then you became kind of famous for? Things you appreciate. Things that you just like, wow, I'm so glad that this one person said, well, at least your parents stayed together. It's like, I really appreciate that I grew up with two parents that didn't split up. I mean, like, sometimes don't really realize like how good we got it. We got to get perspective. So write down your personal joys. Spend some time. Make a list. Then when you get together with your people, you're going to share a few of them. And when you get together, you're going to share a few of them. But the most important thing, if a new person comes into your circle, each person gets to give a little outline of where their heart's at. Isn't this cool? This is like really decent. And it doesn't take long. It's not complicated. And it prevents depression. You feel more unified. Look, working in the rehab centers, one of my favorite things to do is there's somebody that's been through all kinds of life junk. I'm like, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to write a letter to the person that you feel like hates you the most. And they're like, oh man, what are you talking about? Like, okay, let's write a pretend letter. We're not even going to send it. So they write a letter. And then we finally send it. We send the letter. You know what happens? You know what comes back? You know what the letter's like? The letter comes back. Then this character, this hotshot guy or this amazing woman sitting there crying because the person that wrote back is like, oh my gosh, remember the time that we did this and we did that, and I miss you, and I'm so glad you're safe, and blah, 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 blah. And they learn that family love is stronger than all of your mistakes and your junk and your evil. I don't care if you have been angry and nasty at people in your life every single day of the year. The family love that exists between you and those people will override your evils, and they will continue to love you and give you a hug, even though you're an anger freak. Family love is stronger than our problems. Dreams, joys, troubles. These are the most important ones. This is the stuff that helps us get closer together. Now, all the fancy things you've done in your life and all your joys and things like that, in some ways, our strengths and making a really good profile pushes us apart more, because we have this feeling of like, oh man, I'm never going to be able to do that. Oh, they got to do all this cool stuff. Oh, they're really strong and I'm weak. Here's what makes us closer together. When we talk about our troubles, I'm telling you, it's amazing. When you hear a person that you really feel honorable about talk about some hidden junk in their life that they're really worried about, you break your heart for them and you get closer to them. Like, wow. Okay, troubles. Life tragedies. Be real. Be candid. Write these things down. Write them down for yourself. Remind yourself of what you're upset about. I mean, top thing on my list, I'm so sad that I was so ignorant about being a man and understanding the spirit realm and understanding marriage when I got married. I mean, a bunch of the stuff that I've learned, somebody could have just talked to me about. I mean, it's not rocket science. So, life tragedies. I've got my own little list. I'm sad about this, sad about that, sad about this. I did this and that was a mistake, and, I'm weak at this. Okay, so your life tragedies, your fears, your weaknesses, your repetitively weak areas, your offenses, things that you get angry about easily. Some people get so freaked out at bad drivers on the road that they're like about to hit somebody. And they become a dangerous driver because they're angry at other dangerous drivers. That's crazy. But anyway, come on. Life tragedies, fears, offenses, repetitive weaknesses, incomplete objectives and projects, things that you're kind of like sad about that haven't panned out or haven't gotten fixed or completed. Problems, disorders, things that you don't like about your home, your job, your business, your people. Come on, write down your troubles. Write them down. Write down, feel what you really feel. Own your feelings. Open up your heart. Look inside your heart. That's it. You've done your homework. You can now start to help your people out. I mean, if you just watch all the videos that are on Family Honesty Workshop and you just do some of the stuff, especially dedicate to 15-minute family honesty times. And, you know, like when we have the first Family Honesty Workshop meeting, you start to notice who's going to end up being a facilitator. It's like, okay, it's, you know, Tuesday, 7:30, time for family honesty time, 15 minutes. But first we do a little preparation. 15 minutes, you set the timer. Tickety tick, tick, tick. You only got 15 minutes to throw down the things that you're the most worried about. That is basically what we're coming together to do, to make sure that people are not hiding and carrying things that they're disappointed about or even ashamed of. You know, like whatever. I went and made out with somebody that I shouldn't have touched. I got angry at my sister on the telephone. I've been late to work too much. I'm worried about a family member that's far away. Maybe I should go see them. You know, all that kind of stuff. When you put it on the table and people hear what's going on inside of you, you speak and listen. There's no crosstalk. When we do family honesty time, there's no crosstalk. The elders and the youngers are all throwing out the little things that we're concerned about. The troubles that we're carrying. Because the troubles that we're carrying, see, we're not really hiding our troubles. It's the busy monster. We're so busy that we don't stop and say, wait. We need to talk about what's needed and what's troublesome. This is business. I mean, actually, I'm an entrepreneur. If you want to start a pizza parlor, you got to figure out how pizza parlors go out of business. So you got to focus on the downsides. What's going to go wrong? So you get your people together and it's like, okay, 15 minutes. What's going wrong? What feels bad? You know, what's falling apart? You know, let's come on, let's shine a light in and fix everybody's problems. But actually, you don't fix the problems in the honesty time. That's when you just throw the information out and you listen. Throwing out information and listening. That's it. A couple hours later, you can come back with some solutions. Tomorrow, you can show up with like coffee and drive somebody to work that tends to be too late. Hi, you can't even take your own car. I'm getting you to work a half an hour earlier and you're going to have some fun hanging out early in the coffee shop, you know, right next to where you work. Or you're going to hang out in the cafeteria where you work and you are not going to be late. And I'm going to pick you up for an entire week just because I love you. And heck, it's on the way anyway. Come on, leave your car at home. You know, we will solve one another's problems. Hey, you know, you want to do drug stabbing time? Not really. You know, I mean, the people that I've been with, that I've nurtured in the rehab centers, that have relapsed and died, it's just because they were worried about so many different things and they didn't want to bother anybody and they just wanted like a little buzz to kind of like shake off the sadness. And they take a hit like 3 years ago and bam, they're dead in the bed right next to their kid. 4-month-old baby doesn't have a beautiful mommy anymore. These things have happened to me, and that's why I created Family Honesty Workshop. It was actually not for, you know, comfortable people like you and me. It's for people who had been desperate and deserve to have family care, so they stay fresh and powerful. Actually, a lot of the people that have been addicted and have had problems, they become the leaders in the community. Families with addicted loved ones and teenage kids aging out of foster care, they become some of the greatest leaders in the community. Strong voices, overcomers. Okay, so that's it. That's how you get started. Now, if you want to get together for a video visit on whatever, Zoom or Facebook Live or however you want to play the video game, I'm not super technologically advanced. You know, I'm willing to go where you are. And like as I always say, sometimes it's good to have a person who's outside of your family because we tend to have like these little grumbly grudges between family members. And when somebody else comes in a little bit and starts the ball rolling and the hearts start opening up, man, I mean, there's tears and there's care and there beautiful stuff happens. And as I like to say, I am not in business to make money. I'm not doing this with you because I want to make money. I do this because my heart is broken. And nobody did this with me when I was 6, 8, 7, 13, 15, 17 years old. And I screwed my life up for 35, 40 years. I made bad mistakes. I put myself in stupid directions because I didn't have open-hearted eldership listening to me and caring about what I was hiding inside. I was hiding a lot of stuff. So this is a healing for me. It's literally like I'm looking at little me and wishing I was my own dad and I was directing the elders and the parents around me and how they should have handled me. So this is a work that is not to make money. But I'll tell you, I mean, I'm 3, 4 generations, 5 generations, professor, educator, great-great-great-grandfather in a one-room schoolhouse. My grandfather was superintendent of a school for handicapped kids and emotionally disturbed people. My father was a school psychologist in Camden, New Jersey, kindergarten to 8th grade. My mom was a juvenile psych nurse in the mean streets of Philadelphia, Hahnemann Hospital. I come from the caring about people's minds corner of the tribe. And so I'm actually doing a higher level work than my parents were because, like, if you really want to help people, you can't get money mixed up in it. But then, you know, the perspective on the situation is if you had a person come in and you had a really good group counseling session, you would pay like, or your insurance would pay like $200 for a session. And, you know, so if I give you an hour or two of time and you want to put 40 or 80 bucks towards my electric bill and gas, and I mean, I've got bikes and canoes and stuff. I do stuff with kids, and I'm building a house to be like a secondary home training center after people come out of rehab centers to learn how to just be family in the home, like a practicing now that they're free and they can come and go and use their devices and get a job. You know, so I'm working on a lot of like volunteer service projects all the time. So if you want to help out with my projects, you can. But I'm doing this to help you. And if you want to help me in return and say, wow, thank you, Yippee, this was nice, you can. But you don't have to. It's not a requirement. This is a family thing, you know, Family Honesty Workshop. Come on, let's do this.